Hello everyone and welcome back to our co-op series with me FisiFan91 and my co-op teammate KPGK92. We are in sunny Hungary. We actually get a sunny race for once. I swear the last 3 races have been some kind of wet weather involved, but now it looks dry with 0% chance of rain as well for this race around Hungary. So Kerry, back to the dry, what do you think?
Pleased, but it's probably the worst of the 4 circuits that we're going to, or that we've been to. So the past 3, we were hoping would be good in the dry. Turns out we were good in the wet, but now we're coming to a circuit where I think it'll be a little bit difficult compared to how it has been in the past, especially when traction is concerned. If anyone saw your video at the start of the season, with your, well, I say at the start of the season, right at the beginning of the game's life, and before it even come out.
Yeah.
And you had that video of you starting at the back.
Hadn't had the game yet.
Yeah, when you started at the back with the Mercedes, and you couldn't win the race. Was it 100% race or was it 50% like this?
It was 50, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the benchmark we've got to try and aim for. Especially you. You've had a lot of laps under your belt since this game has come out, so you should be much more improved. No pressure or anything, considering the team challenge is very, very close at the moment.
You're really forcing me to get my excuse out at the moment, the fact that I've slept for 4 hours today. But so yeah, we have an excuse each, you know. So,
you don't have excuses. Racing driver, that's a petty excuse. Regardless, anyway, it seems that obviously we've taken the past 3 victories. If you've not been watching and living under a rock, in which case,
what are you doing with your life?
Yeah, but in all seriousness, yeah, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the series. There's a lot of stuff that we've done already that you might want to check out before this, but it's looking close. It's never been this close before this stage of the season. This time last year I was running away with it, and it's certainly not the case today, especially as we are still chasing the front guys. So let's check to see the grid and see where they stack up.
Yep. Pretty standard grid, really, isn't it? Yep. With, as usual, our main 3 championship rivals right there at the top. Vettel, championship leader, in first place. Alonso, second place in the championship, in second as well. And you're third in the championship. I'm fourth, actually, because I got myself ahead of Ricardo. But he starts up there as well, so he can be challenging in this race.
Yep. It's going to be a painful one, I think, today. I don't think we'll be challenging for victory.
And of course, a tricky track to overtake, really, as well, because of the twisty sections, and then you got a massive traction zone onto the main straight where the air will be pretty strong, I'm certain of. So
looks like a pretty bog standard strategy as well, so not much is really going to be thrown up in the air, so we're really going to have to get our fingers out and actually start.
We've got fingers out.
We've got to let our driving do the talking on track today. We've actually got to make it work on circuit, so
use the fingers to claw our way down the tarmac.
Yep. I'm ready to go. Let's do this. Let's have fun.
Yep. What more can we do? Just gotta jump into it as we always do.
So this might be our first race that we've done since the proper season has started in 2015, the Formula 1 season. This is what they should be doing in real life. Stick the Mercedes at the back and we'll have a race.
Exactly. Yeah. They'd probably still win it, but at least they'd have to do some action in the meantime to get there. See, this is much better than real F1. We know what we're doing.
Don't speak too soon.
Right, I'm starting ahead today, as we alternate as always. But when I start ahead, you usually jump me, so let's see if that happens again. Here we go, ready?
You are lagging.
Oh, not too bad of a start.
You are lagging.
Am I again? Oh, that's not good.
You're the laggiest person in the world these days. I don't really understand.
That was not ideal turn 1. Actually using a Mexican to brake there. I kind of misjudged that a little bit, but got to be a bit more careful into this one, where everyone is going to really stay on the inside. Kobayashi's up to 13. Get down. Gutierrez is Kobayashi's going very slowly there.
Got kept maneuvered by someone.
That was nice.
Yeah, I was trying to go around the outside of turn 2 there, but I had no space and quickly dived up the inside. So
having a bit of a wobble.
You are seriously lagging. You're like ghosting now.
Really? Nice. Jesus Christ, this game physics is weird.
Oh, and you're rejoining in a dangerous spot.
What? Not in the racing line.
I'm trying to worm my way around Kobayashi, so I have to get off the racing line.
That's your problem.
Especially you're lagging. I don't know whether you were lagging there or actually having an accident.
No, I tapped the rear of Grosjean and the game just decided to throw me off the track with no chance of controlling the car. So that was not very pleasant for me.
Well, that was an unpleasant first lap. We kept it neat and clean though for me, which was good. But it was all happening around me. More importantly, we'll pass that K room.
Yeah, again, as I just all of a sudden, I think I still got grass on my tyres after half a lap ago. It's not feeling very nice at the moment. We had a good run on Kobayashi though. Up the hill, around the bend.
Doesn't help the AI is lagging as well. It's something is wrong with you.
With me? You're the host of this. You're hosting.
Yeah, but the one thing that's been consistent since our last kart race and this race is no matter what we do, no matter we play other games outside of this, but you lag constantly.
Well.
No, you can't say deal with it because it's a you problem.
I said well, not deal with it.
No, I know. I was expecting you to say deal with it.
Thing is though, for me, on my screen, on no games, it's other people actually lagging, which is what it just makes it really hard for me to understand what's going on. See, all the AI are fine for me, and your car is fine for me. No lag going on from what I'm seeing.
It's a pretty strong time from Ricardo up front. I only managed to get past Grosjean there because he didn't really have anyone to latch onto in terms of slipstream.
And they said gravel on the inside of that corner. I swear I just lost all grip and I tried to fit my tyre on the outside of the car there. Yeah, I need to get a move on here. It's not been very convincing for me as I run wide again.
Oh, Mr. Chicane. Maybe I should have done more practice in this middle sector.
I think we both could have done with a few more laps, on this.
No, this is how Formula 1 should be. Mercedes drivers shouldn't be allowed to practice. Shouldn't be allowed to qualify.
Just take away all the practice sessions and just throw them straight into the race.
Exactly.
Just straight into the race in reverse championship order. So you have.
Well, no, that would be terrible. We'd be past the Red Bull so quickly. The RS engaged just in time for me to get past the gap. Actually, that time wasn't too bad for me in the end.
Despite the horrible exit at the last corner, I got the RS to get my way. Spot on. But unlike yours, your lap time, I think mine was pretty damn average, to be honest. Wait a bit there. For me, just certain tracks where I just dial into the car, like Hungary and Hockenheim. Well, not Hungary and Hockenheim, Austria and Hockenheim, I mean. And then other tracks, like Canada was an example where was absolutely horrendous.
Fun fact, Hungary and Austria used to be like the same nation. Austria-Hungary. Fun fact right there.
What are you banging on about?
So there's a mystery. You can dial into Austria, but not Hungary.
Yeah,
it's weird,
like
that, isn't it?
So,
when am I due in? This is it now. We're thinking about strategy now.
yeah, I forgot
jump these guys.
Pretty sure it was 2 stops, but I can't remember what lap I was. So. Once again, I just try and keep up in the traction zone on the last corner. Still get the DRS, but close enough to overtake. Try to avoid the inside of the turn one this time. Oh, forgot there was a DRS on here.
Oh, I mean, Perez got the outside, but
Get close to the middle there.
I think I wish the AI were a bit more fighty, especially through that turn 2, because in real life F1, there's so much grip around the outside there. It's obvious to see. Perez could have driven around the outside there.
Oh, absolutely.
Got the line.
Yeah, absolutely love when cars go side by side there in real life. Can't remember who it was, but it was some kind of...
Invariably, it's Hamilton doing something there. I remember last season him running Rosberg off.
Oh yeah. Probably what I was thinking about. When
Ricardo,
Ricardo
and Hamilton as well last season, maybe. Ricardo done a couple. Ricardo done a couple of guys around there, and then obviously we had a few overtakes in 2011 as well when it was wet and dry.
Last season, Hamilton essentially just decided to do what we were doing in the Co-op, didn't he? Really? Just screw up qualifying and start from the back, pretty much.
Exactly. Set his car on fire deliberately.
Yeah, set his car on fire, then have a deliberate spin after 2 corners. And then
same thing in Germany as well. This also gives me a little clip there. I just yearn for a game, an F1 game when AI are a bit more aware defensively, and because he just fell back into line there, but he also hit me as well.
I think the biggest problem is occasionally when they're on the inside line, they are in a prime position to either keep a position or take a position, and they brake so early that they just end up like a second back instead.
Yeah.
When they're off the racing line, which is kind of the main flaw as far as I'm seeing when you're battling them. But you just gotta make do. At the moment, I shouldn't really be speaking of battling the AI, because I first need to catch them, which is...
I was going to say, speed-wise, not really an issue if you run no setup. Which is what we're doing, of course.
Yeah. Making life as hard as possible for ourselves, as we almost do. Well, I guess we could make it hard by using like a Caterham car, but that wouldn't be that fun. This is one of the worst race starts we've had, I think. I mean, you are already okay. You're in the top 10, but there is quite a gap.
I feel like I'm actually driving okay. I'm not complaining about my driving. Really got a bit loose with 2 there, but I'm not complaining at all. I mean, I'm hunting down these guys. I think we've got a good chance of good points. We still need to make this work, though.
Hopefully. I am a bit concerned, I guess. I mean, I can still see you over there. There's 2 cars between us, and I feel like I haven't really dialed in, like I said, in Hungary. So, yeah. If I can pick it up, now is the time to do it. I guess I'm getting close to Paris now. The 2 Mexicans. Oh, yes, that's the tail actually. So yeah, I passed Gutierrez earlier. Remember now. Oh, Sanders there.
Oh. Huge gains in the middle sector there. Which, of course, the wheel excels at.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what it would be like if I was using my trusty pad, which is now gathering dust, actually, if anyone ever wanted to know.
Yeah. I've managed to convert you, haven't I, really?
You did well. I've just set my
forcing you
to race there. It's a great lap.
Your fastest lap or default?
Well, I'm literally like 100th off the overall fastest lap, I think.
Like me as to what that was after.
25.5. Well, 25.4 was the overall lap, I think, that Ricardo set. Considering I'm on now 7 lap old tyres, it's a pretty good lap.
It is, and annoyingly for me, I was quite a bit off that. I'm still struggling to get close enough to these guys to actually challenge for a pass. You can say the wheel excels in the middle sector, but it's horrendous in the final sector. with the traction zones.
That's where my traction control comes in.
Exactly.
I don't have traction control.
Really?
That's a disclaimer right there.
This is why you're not using a pad, because then you would have had traction control potentially. I mean, it would be understeering to India and back on the mid-strip, then you'd be gaining a few light years in the final section.
Oh, I was about to say that was nice and smooth all the way through that sector. Still enough to pass the top of the race though.
I just can't. Is this close enough? Oh, the problem is, I think if there was only Perez ahead of me now, I could have been close enough to pass. But Perez also have DRS.
He's got Sutil right there.
Yeah, it's really a problem being the third in a train, because then if how you're trying to pass will have, well, you won't have the DRS advantage. Perez, so he's not looking like getting past Sutil anytime soon. He's just gonna have a DRS to defend from me basically.
Just so you know, I'm thinking about pitting this lap.
Okay. Yeah, I think my default strategy is set lap 10 actually, but we'll get the undercut then in that case. We try to see what the AI does. Whether they all do two stops
was the strategy, but I think I'm gonna invert that. And gear myself up, hopefully jump a lot of these guys and make an assault on the leaders if I can. That's my game plan. I don't usually tell it until it's already happening, and I've surprised you. But
yeah, I guess you're feeling confident enough as it stands with this predicament.
Trying to break pit lane.
But with the pace difference at the moment, I feel like it's probably just you being generally better than me at Hungary, because the track suiting you better, because I remember last season as well on 2013, even that was a different time, different game, obviously you used the pad back then, but there was a similar scenario where we'd been close in some races, but then we got to Hungary and we were pretty fast. Although, still annoying to not be able to get past the Force India. Let's go back to Canada. Sometimes sitting and not really too much. Ties are going as well.
Fairly sure I'm going to end up in the middle of this train if I keep this on the road.
Yeah, you're definitely going to jump some people, I reckon.
Of course, some guys will be staying out as well because teammates are pretty close. I know the Williams were pretty close. Williams actually didn't go in early. I've gone in earlier than the Williams, which
is unusual.
It's got to be a first in a dry race anyway.
That's it. The Tilly's going in, Perez staying out though. Let's see.
He might have DRS still, won't he?
Yeah.
You won't have the slipstream though, still.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't have DRS. Shame.
Nice stuff.
People coming out the pit lane. Who have I jumped? Or who haven't I jumped?
You shouldn't jump me. Well, I say jumped. You were ahead of me.
Alright, behind Hulkenberg.
I'm now in 12th. I jumped to Till in the pit lane actually. So if we can have a good out lap pair, hopefully I can get myself ahead of Perez as well.
It's a pretty good exit. Gonna do it though. Okay, I'm in P9. I know some cars still haven't pitted.
I've gone different route to you. I've gone for the options for this middle stint again, just to see if I can catch up to some people, and if I can catch up to some people, then maybe I can defend on the prime tires on the final stint rather than try to catch them up with the prime tires on the final, or rather than try and catch them up.
Yeah, it'll be
after having lost even more time. Yeah.
It'll be difficult past cars.
So I just got to try and push now on this stint and see if there's a chance I can get myself ahead of some cars. The gap was pretty big.
The DRS will work here. Hockenberg had a mega drive.
See, Paris in the pits. Paris in the pits, so we just jump Paris.
Okay, we passed the Ferrari, we passed Hockenberg. We're up to P5 now.
So what's the status with the leaders?
Top two are on their own, are together, but in their own little group. Magnussen's just in front of me. He's got no DRS. It's actually like Hugh though, which is interesting. All Scandinavians seem to be lagging in. Okay, so it looks like Alonso is in second, in third, because I see a Ferrari up ahead, so it could be Alonso. So it's the two Red Bulls then.
Yeah.
Which of course, Vettel's the main guy, but Ricciardo obviously the guy behind us in the championship. It'd be nice if we can take some points off.
Scary for me.
Yeah.
He's gaining quite a bit of me. I think it was something like 14 points behind me. So if he finishes second, and I'm here down outside the point still, and he's passing. Getting a bit closer to these Williams cars now. Obviously they are presumably on the primes. They should be faster. Alonso's just set the fast lap, but unlucky mate.
Oh, Magnussen's undercut me. I've got the outside line though.
Come on, Kevin.
Pretty aggressive move. But he actually got out of the way. I saw him in his mirror actually move out of the way, so no contact made.
Just because Kevin is a nice guy, he avoided the huge crashes you tried to cause, really.
That was pretty GP2 standard right there.
Here we go though, these options are working way better than the fine by the looks of it. I mean...
I'm not surprised, that's what they're meant to do.
Yeah. It's quite a substantial gap though, because I couldn't pass Force India when we were on the same tyres, but now I'm rapidly catching these Williams, both Williams, on the better tyres.
Right.
This is what I need to do. I need to try and get ahead of these, and I've set myself for quite a big defending mission, I think, on the final centre.
Should get a lot of time though, because Ricciardo's leading, interestingly enough.
Here we go. On the better tyres, I can actually keep up with them in the traction zone there, out of the last corner. Even with Massa having DRS, I'm gaining just about the inside. Oh no, touch Bottas. Didn't mean to do that, but then he just gone out of the way. That's another flaw with AI, isn't it, really? They kind of get pissed off by the tiniest of touches when they really don't need to. So not really the way I wanted to pass Bottas there, but
Okay, hot on the gap.
I can do that. He's made to the points for the first time as well.
So he's taking you 14 laps.
Yeah, must be a new record, I think. This season. Although see, Canada might have done something similar. Really having a Canada feel at the moment, because I remember I did this strategy then as well. Yeah, when the options just to try and give myself a chance. Button then, not too far ahead. Still quite a few seconds though, so I'm not sure. Another option will start wearing eventually, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to close that gap before the wear kicks in properly.
I think I may have actually picked the right tyre here, because the other guys seem to be on the medium as well. So good job I left the soft to the end. Otherwise I could have been seriously outpaced. Catching Alonso up pretty quickly here.
that's obviously the scenario I'm going to be in. But if I
think with
yeah,
your
like if
undercut, though, you should be able to gain time.
Yeah, the thing is, if I'd been on the primes now, I would probably have been stuck back there behind the Williams car still, like quite a distance behind them. Whereas now I've at least gotten myself into the mix, and then I mean it's easier to defend than to attack, especially on this track. So that's kind of what I'm hoping will work out in my favour. There is quite a trainer, so I'm gained with the second this lap so far on the button, but then I have to get through this tricky final sector.
Is it a Hulkenberg train?
It might well be, you know. There's been quite a few Hulkenberg trains. There is certainly a train. About... It's kind of 3 cars just next to each other, but another 2 cars not very far ahead. Close to these guys and try to challenge, that would be ideal. But I'm just having this underlying worry about my tires falling off falling off their proper pace in not very long.
Get off that curb.
There we go, within DRS range of the button now. But obviously all these guys will have DRS as they're so close together.
Yeah, I was quite fortunate actually. I managed to jump a lot of those cars, and then the ones I was near the guys near the front, so I was able to just... They didn't have the benefit of DRS as much as the guys that you're racing with at the moment, so...
Yeah. So yeah, I would have gained a lot more on this button if they've been without DRS damage right now. And there is Hulkenberg is a car ahead of Raikkonen by the looks of it. So Hulkenberg is in 6th. So it's not a full Hulkenberg train. So there are a few cars not far ahead of him either. Although I think Hulkenberg is holding up Raikkonen quite clearly. Yeah, this is the stage where the tire wear is starting to kick in, and I'm not as dominant on pace as I was before when I was challenging the Williams cars.
Looks like Alonso's catching the Red Bulls, and I'm in turn gradually putting in both of them, or all of them. It's a gradual process, mine. One slip and I'm just losing so much time. Consistency is the major challenge.
Now that I have tyre wear to contend with, I lose half a second in the last sector of the AI, which is annoying. I'm not turning too much in that first corner as well. You must have a nice bit of grip on the tyre. Gaining ever so slightly in the first couple of sectors, then it just all goes away in the final section. connection is not there.
Got traffic coming up, which could play a key role. I think if I remember correctly, our 2013 race actually was decided by traffic on the very last lap.
Was it?
Yeah.
Huh. You have a good memory, so.
I think it was you, or was it Neil? It was one of the two.
I think you were quite far ahead of me at this track last season when you were driving. So it wasn't. I mean, if it was decided by traffic, it was fair. Like
It might have been Neil actually, because we were driving Lotuses, I think.
Okay, that poses a question. Now, why were you close to Neil on the final lap?
No, it wasn't Neil. It was one of the AI. It was whoever the leader was. I can't remember who it was.
Well, then it might be us. There's button on the option as well. Oh, actually, let me just notice. That doesn't look white, that one. I feel like the button might be an option as well.
I'm trying to be as damn consistent as I can, and I'm still just losing time.
Oh, this is interesting. The button has lost the RS actually from right in the head. And now I have a go. Now I can finally get my car up the inside to take a position. But given my pace at the start of these things, I would have hoped to have gained, like, at least got myself ahead of Raikkonen and Hulkenberg, but it doesn't look like that would be the case before I hit.
Alonso's lost a lot of time to this happiness in Russia.
When are you planning to go? Actually, you are having quite a few laps.
I've still got a few laps, right? Yeah, still got a few almost then.
I am wondering if I should pit now or the next lap. Depends if I can.
Oh my god, they're excellent.
Still keeping up with Raikkonen and Hulkenberg. Well, I say that. And then we get into sector 3, but I think I'll go one more lap so that I have one less lap on the primes.
That was painful from Ericsson earlier. Start of that last sector. Just decided to run completely off the road and then just go right across this, rejoin and try and get off the line as I was trying to get past him. Threw him on the grass.
Classic backmarker.
Alonso's lost that as well. The two Red Bulls have got another break, unfortunately.
Quite intrigued though by the button being the options, because I wouldn't have thought I could keep up with him on the same tire, considering I couldn't keep up with the Sauber and the Force India in the first end. And I think Raikkonen head might be on the option as well. Pretty sure though that Hulkenberg is on. Oh Jesus, Chilton! Chilton!
Yeah, you got a Caterham coming up as well.
Chilton! Absolute onion.
Blimey, that really got him there.
Didn't really.
Right now, it was that one.
He just lost me a couple of seconds. He murdered Raikkonen as well.
Alonso's in, interestingly. I never got a chance to see what tyre he was on.
I'm guessing he was on the option then, to be honest. Because his teammate is. Button is.
Vettel is also in.
You could have it. Listen.
Well, if they come out in traffic.
But surely, pitting this early won't be 4 options.
I don't know.
Well, I'm going to have to go on the primes now, because I have no choice. I have to use both. Still ahead of Button. Which is nice. There's a car coming down the pit straight. Why is this? It's freaking Chatel. Oh my god, don't tell me that he's actually ahead of me just because Chilton held me up. Really hope Sutil has to pick it again. Otherwise I'm slightly embarrassed. Although he's getting a very slow exit out there. And yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. On the inside line, and they just disappear because the brakes are early instead of trying to go side by side. It's a bit of a shame. Well, it looks like Sutil is going to hold up good old Jensen a bit. Which,
Ricardo's in. We lead the race. We've got traffic coming right at. Gutierrez decides not to let me go until he sits right on the apex. But we lead the race. I'm interested to see where the top three are falling out into the traffic.
There's a massive clusterfuck at turn 2, coming up to turn 2 there. Oh, as Raikkonen is coming out of the pit lane, this could be close. Gonna have to leave me room on the inside. Yep. Oh, I've jumped Raikkonen by literally an inch. That could be absolutely crucial as well. Is he on the prime? Trying to see. I think he's on the same tyre as me. So, hopefully I can keep him at bay. For at least a few points in this race.
Just how bad the tyres are at the moment. Gutierrez is keeping up with me. We go in now. It's maybe too early.
Well, that's in the options. We probably have to do some tyre management right at the end.
I'm hoping I can do the damage before 2 laps to go.
Yeah. Just surely the AR must be on the primes, considering what earlier pit. So where were you in relation to them?
There's only 2 cars. Alonso is nowhere to be seen. There he is.
Wouldn't surprise me if he's had some Max Chilton visits going on.
We are ahead of Alonso.
So you're gaining points then on your main championship rival at the moment.
Now we need to know what tyres the other 2 are on.
Can't imagine them being.
They're quite far up the road as well. Vettel 5.9 up the road. To make this stint really hurt now.
Where's Ricardo fit into all this?
He's leading.
Oh, really? Well, I should say I guess that's good, but that means he's going to jump if he wins it. So I'm getting only 4 points out of this band, so he gets 25, so he's going to be.
Well, I've just pulled a whole
7
second
points
on Vettel in one sector. So it's quite clear what tyres they're on. Unless he's hit traffic. I've also pulled away massively from Alonso.
Oh, I'm actually up to 7th, to be honest. I must have jumped some. I thought it was an 8th mode here.
Magnussen and Hulkenberg both pit. He also ran the same distance as me, so I'm only 1 lap.
Oh, I might get close to jumping them actually. Oh, there they go. I'm ahead of Hulkenberg, I think. There's Magnussen. Oh, just behind Magnussen, but he's now on the options, and surely Hulkenberg will be as well. Although Hulkenberg will be stuck behind Raikkonen, crucially. Everything gets out of the way. So yeah, it'll be a miracle if we can hold on to Kevin here. Because he's on that much faster tyres. Not only fresh tyres, but just faster tyres. Oh, very wide. see how much he's gaining there. Keeping up reasonably well through this section.
This is the true potential of the Mercedes right here. This is insane.
Getting closer.
I pretty much half the lead in a lap.
Yeah, this is the place where I need to keep up with Kevin if I'm gonna have a chance, and I'm just not having any chance, and he's dropped me out of the arrows as well. Kevin is gone, I'm afraid. Gonna have to be putting the focus to Raikkonen behind. And potentially Hulkenberg on the better tyres if he gets past Raikkonen. He's just behind him.
We've got such a speed advantage here. Might as well just focus on the saving of the tyres as well a little bit at the moment.
There's 2 back markers just ahead of. I can only hope that for once in my life the back markers hold up. Like help me out by actually holding up. Okay, mate.
Oh, the leaders are being held up severely. By a caterer, it's another caterer, it's Kobayashi.
That's why it's showing. Oh, no, oh God, Maldonado, he's just completely off the track to get out Magnussen's way. I guess that's one way to get lapped, but then he kind of looked like he was going to rejoin on the thing.
We have got DRS.
I feel like I'm driving reasonably well at the moment, it's just that with the tyre disadvantage, Magnussen is a bit too fast. And damn it, he's past the traffic on straight, and now the traffic is coming back onto the racing line, but luckily Bianchi is a nice man. Yeah, lets me go through as well.
Ah, massive oversteer on the corner exit. Hit the curb too hard.
Oh no! Hulkenberg is passed with Kimi. This is not good for me because he's on the options and will now surely be coming after me. Really needed Raikkonen there as a buffer on the primes. But...
And Red Bull might help each other out here. Just drafted. Yeah.
Same situation I was in, except that you're in a situation with Red Bull, so I was in it with Sauber and 14. Yeah, Magnussen is gone now unless some kind of miracle happens. As his engine fails. I mean, if this was based on the 2015 season with the Honda engine, then his engine might as well fail. So
I don't think DRS is going to work here for Vettel. I don't think it's enough. We're right underneath him. We're up to P2. That's P2. Man, the grip is absolutely unreal.
On rails.
Rear's getting a bit loose through that corner, but the fact I was still able to just keep with him and actually close them up in those last 2 corners was a satisfying feeling. Kept it neat and tidy, followed Vettel all the way through that last corner, and just obviously Mercedes is so much faster on the line as well. Well, if you believe real F1, I don't know what it's like on here.
The tests I did at the start of the game was that Mercedes is definitely faster in the line than Red Bull, but it's actually slower than Ferrari and Williams, if I remember correctly from what I discovered.
So just like Ricciardo in Hungary 2014, it's surely only a matter of time here. Just got to pick our moment. Ricciardo was pretty good out of that. Should close him up though. Well, it should be easy.
Yeah, Ricciardo wouldn't have DRS either, so...
We lead the race.
I'm not sure if I want to be like pleased or disappointed with
Hey,
you
come on, be
getting
pleased.
ahead of Ricardo?
Be pleased for once. I've been happy for you in both your wins this season.
Yeah, I guess. It's like the only thing I've had on you this season. It's like after Hungary and after Germany, I've had one more win than you. So now it's all even on the win count. Then again, you're taking 2 points away from Ricardo, so he might not jump me actually. He might be a couple of points ahead as it stands.
Right, it's about managing these tyres now. It's getting a bit dark.
Yeah, give me some rain and some safety cars, please.
We haven't had a safety car this season. Man, my fastest lap was so fast.
It's a bit. Oh, here we go then. Hulkenberg's right on me now. Oh, do I really need to go through 6 laps of this? It's weird, he wasn't really that fast in the last corner, as they usually are. But yeah, Hulkenberg's all over me now on the better tires. And there's 6 laps to go, which could make this a painful experience. Trying to keep him behind.
Done well on the strategy front to get into that position now.
Yeah, exactly. It's worked out a lot better than Canada. Because Canada, if you remember, I did the same thing, but then I only managed to catch up to the train ahead of the final stint. I just couldn't actually get myself ahead of anyone. So I was just stuck by myself. Like just as the DRS range for the whole final stint. At least now I have a chance to defend, which hopefully I can take advantage of. I'm getting that close in the middle sector. Because in the final sector I'm scared. Decent exit. Should just about be fine again. Although actually I just remember I need probably to do some fuel saving in a bit. Still sticking there on -1, even though I haven't used the rich for quite a while now.
And my biggest hope is that Ricardo hangs on to second there over Vettel. Extra points clawed back. I can't remember the standings off the top of my head, like the gap wise.
Vettel had quite a gap, I think. He was like 12, 13, 14, something like that behind Alonso, and then there was a similar gap up to Vettel from another.
We're going to do some damage to Alonso today.
And then we'll do a bit of fuel saving in the middle sector, where there's not really much threat of being passed. Whoa! Already getting a bit sliding. Penultimate corner. But again, Hulkenberg, for some reason, just never getting a good exit off the last corner. It's like an anomaly of the AIs in that sense. Keep him in as long as he wants to be at the distance. Whoa.
Tyres looking a bit orange.
Speaking of orange, fuel is back to optimal.
It's more of a yellow, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but you know, it's close enough. Although my tires are getting a bit ours as well. So, not helping. And yeah, sliding again to the last corner, just by turning in a bit too much on the wheel. Now to the lift me corner just to get it turned in, and now Hulkenberg is close, so I might have to go up to Rich there. So he's gonna have that DRS open like I don't even know what has things open.
I wouldn't even like to speculate.
Have to manage to defend, back down to standard fuel mix. And it's getting really slippery. I don't know if this the tyre wear or...
Most certainly.
Yeah, probably is. The tyre wear mixed with sub-optimal tyres to begin with. Get it turned, man. Oh my god. One of these days, these curves will just throw me into the wall. The way I'm riding on. There we go, control the slide slightly better through the penultimate corner after that. Oh, a bit over there, but then again, I managed to not be as much under pressure as I was previous lap, so that's fine. For now, 2 laps to go. Just trying desperately to find Magnusson absolutely gone into the universe somewhere.
Ricardo continues to hang on, so it's looking good there. Got a bit of traffic. We've got, I say a bit of traffic. It's one lone car on his own.
One kick.
One car with everything to prove, everything to gain. Some lucky hot shot. Waiting for his big break. I mean that in
blocking the leader.
2 terms. Final lap, hopefully we don't meet him.
Oh, it's getting very slippery on the red tires. Very slippery. The indication arrow just pop up every once in a while. Got to keep it nice and smooth. Yep. Should be fine, I hope. Starting a lot of that. Oh no, fuel is back down to me and -1. What? Oh no, I missed. First corner. Oof. That was a bit scary. Okay. Not only need to go very off the tyre wear, and now I need to look at the fuel as well. It's back to optimal for now. Hulkenberg's had a bad first sector. Magnussen's nearly pulled a pit stop on me by being on the options.
It's pretty good speed.
13 seconds ago. I mean, it's not quite a pit stop, but
It's certainly the right strategy to go, as it has proven today. Last corner. We win. Race 2 of the season.
Well done, man.
And that
Right.
fastest lap is pretty quick.
Pretty quick.
Pretty damn quick.
Yeah, the German is not exactly going to get me the fastest lap.
No, sure.
At least I'm holding on from the way. If I don't make a mistake, I'm gonna be wide. Just being careful. Oh god, fuel is going to -1, but it should be fine. Yep. Holding on.
But a good hold on as well. Good hold considering the situation you're in.
Yeah. The slow start, considering it took me pretty much half the race to get into the top 10, and then having to take the alternate strategy to bring myself back into it. I think 6th. It was so close though to get myself ahead of Kevin. So maybe 5th was possible, but 6th was essentially the best I could do given how it turned out.
Yeah, as for me, it was a pretty flawless race really. I don't think I ran into any trouble at all really. Had to avoid you, that was about it. But that was probably the key moment as well for me as well, actually getting ahead of you, because who knows what could have happened.
Damn hit on Grosjean's tyre, man. Still don't understand how it threw me off the track, but oh well. That just kind of started my my poor first half to the race, I guess.
Yeah, set me up for my win. So you see how one thing is good for one person and bad for another.
Exactly. But then again, your pace. I think you just had better pace today, really. It's a bit. I'm pretty frustrated with myself times like this when. So it was the. I feel like I'm quite inconsistent in terms of my performances on different tracks. Like you have certain tracks where I can be really up there and like match you, even be slightly faster maybe, and then tracks, other races like this, Canada, Spain is another one, where you suddenly beat me by over 20 seconds.
I think strategy played a bit of a role today, and also don't forget the nature of the circuit. You spent that last stint just sweating over the cars behind. I was looking forward and really pushing as well. So it's just the way it is. The gap's not too much of a difference today. Today is about the result, good result. First and 6th isn't bad. It's not quite 1-2, but it's I don't think that's too bad considering the train of cars you were in. You were in the right. You were at the front of that group, so
I was on the right side of the train.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, the thing is though, I gotta say the reason you're beating me this season, as far as I can see, is that you're more consistent in terms of pace on the tracks. Because when I have my like poorer performances, then you're always up there, and when I have my good performances, you're still up there as well, even though you're not as far behind me as I'm behind you when these things happen.
Consistency played a big role today in my second stint, so I wasn't aware what tyres the top 3 were on. But then I was able to lap around the same pace as them, and I didn't know that. And that was probably the foundation today. So yeah, the consistency is definitely a strength. It has been so far the whole season. Bar that one brain fade.
We should have some brain fades more often, man. Let me see a brain fade.
I'm in form at the moment, don't worry, I'm in form. But I hope for no more. I hope to keep pumping in these results.
There is no racing game that you're not in form of. So yeah, I can't be that displeased about losing because you're in form. But I think that kind of sums up the thoughts we have at the moment.
Yep, so we move on to the next one, but we'll go through the standings just to wrap up things first. So victory for me, and 2 Red Bulls were pretty much all together the whole race. So 2nd and 3rd for Red Bulls, some good points there in the championship, but we close in on them, so I'm looking forward to seeing the standings in a second. Alonso came 4th, Magnussen in 5th. He was pretty close to Alonso at the end, that's to be said. That strategy working well, just falling short actually, but you held on to Hulkenberg. I imagine Hulkenberg would have been a bit closer to Alonso as well if you hadn't have played
yeah, basically
your defensive role.
He wasn't on the same strategy as Magnussen, and he wasn't that far behind him, so
yeah.
If I wasn't there, he definitely would have been.
Same may be said for Raikkonen, possibly. I don't know what strategy was.
Raikkonen and Button were interestingly on the same strategy as me.
Oh, right, okay.
Which is why I was surprised I was actually keeping up with them in the middle part of the race.
For this train then, we got Raikkonen and Button. Massa was behind the train, you could say. It was like a 7-second gap, but that was the cars, they were all close to each other. Perez, Bottas are outside the points. Just having a look through some of these guys, none of them really interesting. Really, I'm glad I lapped Gutierrez though. He was winding me up, being stuck behind me before I was about to pit, and then second time. But there we go. That's the Hungarian Grand Prix. All wrapped up. 22 cars on the circuit. More cars than the real life F1, and it also threw up a better race than the real life F1 as well. I think, in my opinion, no bias or anything, but.
No, sure.
But let's see how that affects the standings. I'm sure it's a lot more intense than what the 2015 standings is going to be as well. So, well, I'm actually up into second. So
wow, not the Mercedes in first. Whoa.
That's a good result.
Oh wow, yeah.
That
Jumped Alonso there.
Yeah, well pleased with that result. So Alonso's 4th place today, obviously hurting him. It could have been a couple more if Magnussen jumped him, but that's fine. We're in second now. We're 2 points clear, and eyes firmly set on Sebastian Vettel up front. Can't not look behind though, because probably next race they'll turn it around again. So that's how close it is so far.
Yeah, top 3 battle I'd say now, and there's Ricciardo actually clawing in quite a few points on me. He's only 4 behind, but thanks to my strategy, kind of letting me scrape 8 points there today. Yeah. I've managed to stay ahead for now. So
sure.
I think. Yeah, in that battle for 4th that I'm in, and I can let you, I can cheer on you in the battle for the championship, I guess. As well.
But yeah, that's a good situation for me to be in anyway. I'm pleased. That's the closest the gap's been all season. Maybe apart from race 1, I don't even know, but it's as close as it's been, especially at this point of the season. The tide has certainly swung in our favour. But yeah, that's great. Top 5 seem to have gone into their own little confrontation up front, really, which is great. That's how it's been all season, so expect more of that as the season progresses. Kevin Magnussen is kind of still repping, still getting points there in 6th.
Smashing the living hell out of his teammate.
Hulkenberg's not far behind though. As we said, his pace has been pretty good in the past couple of races. From like Spain onwards, he's been really good. So I'm expecting him to claw in Magnussen, or at least give him a run. Raikkonen disappointing, like he was in 2014. Button needs some catching up to do. Perez, Massa, Bottas, the 2 Williams still struggling, obviously. Don't really know what happened to them. I think it was just bad qualifying.
I don't know. They were in the bottom part of the top 10 in quali, I think. But again, probably let down. They were slow when I passed them during the race, so it's just, I don't know. Poor race pace, poor qualifying pace. Williams is not as good in the game as they are in real life.
No. Sauber are slightly better than they were in 2014. They've actually got 7 points on the board here, courtesy of Sutil and Gutierrez. And then 2 Lotuses, 2 Toro Rossos, Mauritius, K-Rooms. You know the score. 0. Yeah. So that's the Drivers' Championship. You can take on the teams. How does that affect the teams?
Well, if I can actually get the tab up, then Red Bull, they've probably actually gained a few points on us. Actually, no, I think we would have scored pretty much the same actually. So we're 12 points behind. That's probably around where we was before.
Yep.
If I'd had a better race, we could have gotten even closer. But hopefully, I will be able to contribute to that going forward. At least we pulled away from Ferrari quite a bit with you beating Alonso and I beating Raikkonen. So it's certainly a top 2 battle there between us and Red Bull. And
going good. Yep. So then you've obviously got the McLaren, Mercedes ahead of Force India. So that's kind of what's going on there. It looks like Ferrari are settled in 3rd. McLaren, Force India going for 4th. Yeah. Williams seems to be on their own, and Sauber I'm not expecting them to gain any more places. Maybe they might lose a couple. Maybe potentially, but I don't think they will.
Yeah,
so that's kind of sense.
Incapable of scoring points.
Yeah. So the main focus is obviously top 2 now, and this race really underlined our dry pace today. I think.
I guess my kind of championship hope for the season is to try and help us to the constructors, because right now the title for the drivers looks out of reach as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, amazingly, this is our first race that we've won this season in full dry all the way through the race.
Oh yeah, that's an interesting point actually.
That's the first time that's happened, and usually in the dry we've usually been outpaced pretty significantly. So it's obviously a step in the right direction for us, and I think the form's going to continue certainly in the European season. Only 2 races left, of course, in the European one. And we've got some fantastic circuits coming up actually. So,
Spa next up should be fun, I hope.
Yeah, that should suit our car so well.
No, that's another track. Should suit our car, of course, but it's another track where I know you're very fast.
Yeah.
So I just gotta hope that I am like on better form than Hungary. I guess like I have one of my better days in the cockpit.
Yeah.
But I just never really know what to expect from myself on this game before I actually start driving a circuit.
Well, let's hope it all goes good for you in the next one. But that's it. What's going to happen in the next one? I wonder. You're going to have to tune in to find out. And that's us wrapping it up then. I'm KBTK92. Thank you so much for watching.
And I'm Fizzy. Thank you very much for watching as well. And I'll see you.
See you in Spa.
See you when we fly in Upper Rouge.